Located on the St. Lawrence Seaway on the Ile Notre Dame, a man-made island built around the casino. Welcome to one of my favourite races of the year. Built alongside the rowing lake for the 1976 Summer Olympics, we have the Grand Prix de Canada in Montreal, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, named after one of the greatest Canadian racing drivers of all time. His son Jacques became world champion in 1997. And this circuit, lovingly named after the Villeneuves. It's tricky and demanding at just 2.710 miles, 14 sectors, a total of 3 chicanes, 3 DRS zones as well. And in 2011, it provided one of the greatest races of the century. Welcome to this wonderful man-made island and track. This is the Drivers' Championship of the BBB European Series. Benny Calac leads on 170 points to Ali Kanga on 89. 10 points back from him is Kudret Demairi. The race winner, of course, last time out, is going to be improving this time. Benny Calac, he battled back. Further back there, we've still got some points on the board needing to be scored from 18 downwards. But the cars are almost ready for the qualifying to begin, and we're going to move over now. The cars are ready. I wish we could say we are ready as well. We've had some technical glitches here with Gremlins. There we go. We're back with you. Apologies for that, Gremlins in the system. We've been fighting them for the past 20 minutes and one's crept in, but welcome along. We are getting ready for qualifying. As you can see, the top of your screen, 18 out of the 17 drivers are ready. The session is starting in 30 seconds time. It is a short qualifying of 18 minutes, a half distance race, so that's 35 laps coming your way. The car performance is equal. There's been a new patch today, which means that the Ferraris are slower, but the racing points are faster. Don't worry, that doesn't affect us here in the league. Everything is exactly the same as it would be normally. A new feature that I think just got glitched in the system that you may have seen. We have team radio for the first time with 6 drivers on board, and we'll play notes throughout that we can communicate with the drivers and hear what they're talking about from behind the scenes. It's going to be very, very exciting. So 18 minutes of qualifying, getting ready to head out onto the track. A new driver, we'll talk about him later on in qualifying as well. But watch out for Benny Calac, because as he says, this is all his favourite. But I'm having also a look on my board for Ali Antman in the McLaren. Failed to finish 3 times this year so far, but his favourite circuit is Canada. And it's wet, and that means here at Montreal we are in for an absolute delight. When it rains at Montreal, we know we're going to have drama. So frantically now, all the teams will be changing the tyres over to full wets, it looks like. They only get 3 of those across here qualifying in the race, so let's keep your fingers crossed what's going to happen. Get in touch. We are live on Twitch and in YouTube as well. Get in touch with us and let us know what you think throughout the race. We'll have that broadcast feature in just a few moments time for us to look. The 2 McLarens going out. Here's Manny DeMarco in the Haas, exiting to go onto the track now. And it is wet, wet, wet. I've never seen it wetter in the game, but they're going out, some of them risking it on intermediates. What's Manny DeMarco on? Well, he has decided to go for the full run. And we have a team radio coming through of Ali Quay. We can look at this. Are you ready for this? Because we can now change everything back up. The track map of full is enabled, but we are going to skip now all the way down to Ali Quay, who's on board. Spectate him now. There he is. Loving this feature. But here is Ali Quay, and we have our very first team radio coming your way from Ali. Shall we listen?
Qualifying is rainy, but normal race is open, so we should be fine.
So there you go. That was from Ali. Qualifying is wet. Normal race should be fine. Let's hope that you could hear that as well as I could back home. And this is Ali on board now, as you can see. Just getting ready for qualifying. He's got a few cars just behind him, trying to get a bit of a gap down the back sector towards the crucial turns 13 and 14. Is anyone going to be in the champions wall? That's the bigger question, of course. Heavy into the braking zone now. Ride the curb very well. Let's take a look on board then with the lap here at Montreal. Through the last corner, get as close to the wall of champions as you can. Fire it. Oh, he's got loads of oversteer. He caught the exit paint. Down now to turn 1. Heavy on the brakes and mains gears. Control the rear sliding. Third gear corners. Drop down to second. Right hand. Double apex turn 2. Oh, and he's having to fight so hard. Maybe the conditions are a bit much for intermediates. And he's abandoned the lap already. Conditions very wet. And he's come to a complete stop to let the cars go through as well. And that is of Ofar Sokan, who is also one of our team radio pioneers that we'll be talking to throughout the weekend. I've got 3 monitors in front of me. One showing the world feed picture, one showing our production, and one showing the preview. So I can see everything that's coming up. And you are going to be delighted back home with what we have in store. We have a lap time on the board though, and it is from Boak Yazdi, a 1:20.822, apologies. 9 DeMarco 1:20.052. Simo Kopran 6, who's also one of our team radio on board this weekend, is a 1:23.607. Ali Antman is there as well on a 1:23.795. So time's coming down thick and fast. Yellow already in the third sector. And this is Ofar Sokan coming to the line. 2 set of time. It's whoever's going to get the best lap, really, in these mixed conditions. But he goes fourth. A 1:23.293. That's a very respectable time, in my opinion. Down now. Let's flick back to... Oh, that's kind of Bears getting out of the way. But that is Benny Callach on a 1:21.33. Let's switch back now, shall we, to some of the racing. Let's have a look, actually, at Ali Antman. Here he is. Looking good. DRS, of course, disabled for this run. As they hurtle now down to the last 2. New pit building was built last year. Formula One sadly not in Canada this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we are back virtually and loving every minute of it. So let's watch Ali on a lap then. He's okay through turn 1. Let's ride on board, get the full sense of the atmosphere. He's pitting this lap according to my monitor, so this isn't going to be a fast one. John Turner in as well, so he's had enough of the conditions so far. Can't blame him, really. Can anybody blame? This circuit not exactly the best for wet condition running. We have another team radio, and he's in the pit lane at the moment, as you can see. But let's hear from Ofar Sokan, who's on the wall now, talking with us. Oh, he's back on the track. This is his teammate Lando Norrie, but he's kicked us for being idle. But let's hear from Ofar Sokan now.
This rain shit is fucked up, mate.
Well, apologies for the language. Apologies for the language there. It's live broadcasting, we can never realise what's going to happen next. But he's in the pit lane at the moment, so he's not liking the rain as much as we are. This is his teammate Lando Norrie, 12th at the moment into the hairpin. Oh, he's looking good on the middle apex, but I think he's going to have a good lap. He's not coming into the pit lane according to our monitor. 5th gear, 6th, 7th. Pull 8th gear, 190 mile per hour, 195. Does he reach 200 down the back straight away? No, just 199. And he's coming into the pit lane, so he's decided to outbox that lap now. And everybody now predicting where we're going to go next. See Marco Pan 6 on an outlap. E2 is one of our pioneers on the radio. I can already feel race direction having a strong word with Ofar Sokan for that radio message that came back to us. So we're just having a look here at the moment. Tentative first two corners. Oh, and he's nearly in the wall. Marco Pan 6 struggling out there. Benny Kalak though. So in fact, Benny Kalak, Berek Yazdi, Kudret Demiri, all 2 seconds up on the rest of the field. That is impressive. Ultra impressive. Massively impressive. In these conditions to have such an advantage. 10 minutes to go of qualifying. And he's cut the corner massively there, Seymour. That's going to be a lap time deletion for sure. But he's up by 1.683 seconds at the moment. So what does he know that we don't about this track? Down to the back line now. Into the braking zone. And this looking a good lap time, but he's cut the last corner as well. The conditions aren't that bad, but you need to cut the corner, but this is him to the line. Marco Pan 6 goes 5th on a 1:21.212. But in my opinion, it was very mixed conditions. In fact, it was extremely cutting the track. Outlap for Manny DeMarco. Starts his run. Let's ride on board into turn 1 and see if we get a proper fast run. As the better the conditions seem to be now, no one's going to be improving their time much. Braking zone, turn 3 and 4. That's nice. It's rubbing his racing. Finding the limits of the track everywhere you need to go. Oh, he's gone on the grass, coming into the braking zone, into turn 5. That's going to compromise him. It has indeed thrown him out wide. Desperately trying to catch the oversteer as he hurtles down to the chicane section. Now, hard, hit the brakes. Had to upshift mid-corner just to keep the oversteer. Nearly loses the oversteer again at the exit. Into the hairpin. Throws it wide, but gets a good straight line exit. Controls the oversteer again. It's so slippery. Losing all of the energy. He's on overtake button as well. Nearly had a wobble down the back straight. This is incredible. 13 and 14, but he's coming to the pit lane. Now, he shouldn't have done that because that would have actually improved his lap time if he hadn't come into the pits. So that's a shame. Ali Antman, P9 on a 1:22.133. Is he going to set a faster time? Yellows all around. That's, oh, he's touching the wall. Sweet Caroline. Really revving down the engine as he coming into the turn 5 and 6. Yellow turn 1 and 2. You can see on your monitor, it's gone green now. Coming up to the hairpin. Nice through the hairpin, wide line. Good exit as well. And now this was the old start-finish straight back in the 1980s before they hurtled down to a chicane first corner and then carried on past the Wall of Champions. This could be an improvement. He's cut the last corner quite a bit, but he's missed the Wall of Champions. No one's gone span into that so far. The race will be interesting though, it always is. It's a 1:21.803. He's 3/10 quicker. Doesn't move up in position, but moves up on his own best time. Brilliant. Brilliant. This is what you like to see. This is what you like in esports. Anything can happen. It usually does. Canambeus, 16 seconds off. He'll be coming into the pit lane this lap, that's for sure. Definitely not going to risk it. No, not even for a biscuit. Just like to say we're in Canada now. And quite a lot of our esport drivers are currently in Canada. So I want to say happy Thanksgiving for a few days ago. Hope you all had a wonderful time. We have a radio again. Uh-oh. Don't know who it's from this time. You're right. You guessed it. It's from Ofar Sokan. Is he out of the track? Or is he still in the pit lane? I want to find him. He's up into third. He is up into third place. Let's switch to him now. There he is. Yep, let's switch to him now. So let's ride on board then and hear more team radio. Let's hope it's kind and nothing as bad as what we heard last time, shall we? Wish us luck. Here we go.
This rain shit is fucked up, mate.
Oh, it's the same one, just replayed backwards. Okay. Computer said it was a new message, but it seems to just reset the same one. Or isn't that just brilliant? Technology, eh? Who'd have it? Is it the pit lane now anyway? So don't forget, you can vote for your driver of the day, the Vote Now button. That's in the group chat. I'd love to know who your driver of the day is. Let's go then to Benny Calac, our championship leader. Well, he's gone massively wrong. Look at this, the sector times have gone red. So he's gone off somewhere so much, it's actually cost the time. Well, that's not good at all. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yellow in all three sectors now. Benny Calac sliding the rear. He's top at the moment, but something tells me he's not liking these conditions much, is he? And straight to the pit lane. Automatic pit lane on for Benny. That's interesting. Let's have a look at Kudret Damari then. Up into third place at the moment on a 1:22.53. Yellow all three sectors again. This is getting tense. Everyone trying to give each other room. Alpinator in the way, and off there's the front wing of Kudret Damari. Alpinator trying to get out of the way in the middle of the track. Kudret Damari with no knowledge he was there, and bang! 2 into 1. Well, Kudret Damari needs a front wing like he's never needed it before. As him and Alpinator 2 became 1. Not good. And it was his Red Bull to AlphaTauri as well, so conspiracy theory going. But he was on such a good lap as well. Brand new set of intermediate tyres to Kudret Damari, and it's all gone wrong. Let's just open up for you the detail for you. There you can see, look, Kudret Damari, brand new set of tyres, going for the lap. And he's retired from the session as well. So he's thought, that's it, not going out anymore. And Ofar Sokan, with a mouth like Romain Grosjean, it seems, at the moment. He's on an out lap. John Toner is on a lap, coming into turn 7. Had a massive oversteer moment, manages to just to keep it together. Bang, bang, down the gear shifts. Cuts the track. Luckily, didn't automatically cancel the lap there. I'm surprised about that one. I would have cancelled that lap out. Ali Antman, his teammate, just ahead. That's very deep into the hairpin. That would have lost him a lot of time there. For sure. I'm just looking, actually. Is this lap time going to be any quicker, or has the rain come down just a little bit heavier? Conditions are level for everyone. John Toner stays 5th place, 1:23.33. Not improving up the order. 28 seconds left, plus 3 minutes so far. So Kudo Damari's finished with qualifying. Here's Ofar Sokan, getting known as the bad boy in the comment section. Heavy now into the braking zone. The checkered flag is out. The session has now concluded. Blair Yazdi will start second so far. Can Ofar Sokan go top with a 1:19.987? That came out of nowhere, but a brilliant lap time. Can Benny Callagh respond? No, because he's got caught up in the McLaren and Alpha 2, and yeah, that was a Red Bull battle. I think that's compromised his lap time quite a bit. He's gone P1. We have a radio now, but we've got to see what Benny can do, because Benny's 5/10 up, and we've got to play the radio as well. Please let it be clean. Please let it be clean. We've got 2 minutes of radio coming for you. Ali Quay's out of the session. Let's hear them coming from our pole sitter.
Pole, mate!
But is it pole? Is it pole? It's pole! Benny Callagh can't improve. He stays in second. It's pole for Ofar Sokan. He can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Well done. Well done. Pole position. Fantastic effort. Wow, that's put the cat amongst the pigeons. Don't think anybody expected that. Ali Quay retired. Disqualified. Jan and Bess. We have another 2 radios for you now, as Benny Callagh will start second, but let's hear from the man who starts on pole position. As we just see the graphics here. So let's hear from the man who starts on pole position now. We're going to have to play him. Here he is.
Pole, mate! Eat my dust, Benny.
Eat my dust, Benny. Well, it's Ofar Sokan pole position, Benny Callagh second, Murat Yazdi third, Kudo Damari fourth, from John Toner. Murat Yazdi as well, he's in the Alpha 2. He's a substitute driver, I believe, this weekend, according to my notes. Looking further down, Gunnahara, Manny DeMarco, Ali Antman, and Simo Kopran 6 rounds out the top 10. What a race we have lining up. This is going to be a good one. Strap yourselves in for a bumpy ride, because this is going to be absolutely epic. Conditions are superb. Blue skies, sunshine, and the race about to get underway for Montreal, Canada, the 9th round of the BBB Racing Series of Europe. So Ofar Sokan lines up on pole position as well. 27 seconds until the start. There's Ali Quay's garage. He's alongside Charles Leclerc, but of course, no AI drivers in this one. It's purely the league as we get ready to go. 15 seconds now. The drivers are in their final start procedure. They'll all be ready to go. Already set. And the first pole of the year for Ofar Sokan. You can hear how happy he was. Here we go. Lights coming on. 9th round. it's lights out in Montreal. It's a good start from Ofar Sokan down towards turn 1. Benny Kalak immediately trying to have the advantage, but it's Kuja Damari round the outside of Berek Yazdi, and there's a spinner at the back. Already Gunahara's gone round, and dropping down as well the order, Alpinatora, but it's a clean start from Ofar Sokan, gets the lead from Benny Kalak, already pulls out a 5/10 advantage. Alpinatora has gone ahead of Aussie into 13th place. Ali Quay dropped down 2 places, now up to 15th, but what a brilliant start, and it's not over yet because the front 3 are still fighting together. Ofar Sokan versus Benny Kalak versus Kuja Damari. It's so close, the yellows out of the second sector. It's John Baez who's down, the Monaco winner, into 18th place. He's dropped further down, he was caught up at the start as well, and Bergman Reyes is down, Ali Quay's down, something's happening in the middle sector, and there's drama further back. Simon Copran 6 versus John Toner into the wall as well. Yellows out of the first sector, Bergman Reyes is down into 18th place, as there's all drama. Manny DeMarco trying to go round the outside of Cianetti into the turn 13-14 chicane, as Manny DeMarco, has he got the inside line? He's going to go round the outside, shuts them off the door, brilliant move. Simon Copran gets ahead of John Toner as we complete the first lap. So, Benny Kalak has got the lead. Benny Kalak has got the lead. How did that happen? I'd love to know from Ofar Sokan under the safety car how that happened. I know you're listening to our chats, but Ofar Sokan, please tell us if we get a safety car in the pit lane, how on earth did Benny overtake you there? I think it's roles reversed. In my dust, says Benny to Sokan, throwing his words back at him. And now Sokan's under pressure from Kuja Damari, who's pulling round the inside line now. He did go to the outside, he's sold in the dummy, he's forced him into the wall, them two nearly making contact. Look at this, rubbing is racing. Kuja Damari's up to second, and look at that, that's Monad up into 3rd place as well. Sokan's dropped down to 4th place. Drama already. This is the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, and after a wet qualifying, the drivers have just got used to that. They're thrown into a dry race, and everything gets thrown up in the air because immediately your car is faster, you're driving faster, your reactions aren't that great yet. As Callum Baez versus... This is a problem in the hairpin because it is a problem. Trying to find out why. Sima Copran, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Bergman Reyes and Lando Nori were having contact though at the start. I wonder what that was about. What a brilliant start. Let's open up now the gap of the intervals between all the drivers. The position changed as well as the tyres that they're on. Open up the telemetry and the lap data. Let's give you everything you need to watch this motor race. But look at the front. Benny Kalak versus Kuja Damari. These two already battling it out as Kuja is going to try and go around the outside into the braking zone. He's on the grass. Benny's got the inside line, but he goes off. Benny's off the track as Manny DeMarco's passed Simo Copran 6. Cialetti's passed John Toner. Ali Antman's passed Lando Nori, who's coming to the pit lane. They've gone a lap down, but already you can see the determination from Kuja Damari to get the advantage back. And they have the top 3 have now dropped Ofar Sokan. I was told that Mohamed Ultas in 3rd place was faster than Benny Kalak coming into the pre-season testing. I can tell you, it looks that way. Benny Kalak has got his A game here, but bringing their A++ game is Kuja Damari and Mohamed Ultas as a 1:12.223, fastest lap for Benny Kalak, but I'm watching these two in 2nd and 3rd, closing back. Look at John Toner's into 8th place. He's past Cianetti. Can he get Manny DeMarco as well? And Aussie's past Ali Quay. Ali Quay down now into 12th place as well. So, drama already on the opening laps, but this is exactly what we wanted for the 9th round of the BBB Racing European season. This is exactly what we needed. Kuja Damari has the DRS open again. At the same time, Ali Quay has got past Aussie as well into 12th place. So they've moved around. And Benny Kalak, the race leader, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's for cutting the track. But Kuja Damari sends it round the outside into the hairpin and takes the lead at the Canadian Grand Prix. And Mohamed is right behind Benny. He's got the toe as well. They've all got DRS coming down the back straight. But Benny a sitting duck at the moment. But he's caught in the wheel traps. He's going to make a move round the outside into the chicane. No, blasting past and cutting the corner as well. And Benny's having to go defensive. He had a bad exit out of that last corner. And Mohamed's all over the back of him. Wow, see my Copran 6 has passed Manny DeMarco. If we can move further back, we can see it. There he is though, these two batting together. Ali Quay's passing Cialetti. Here it is, look. Ali's locked up. On the inside, a dive bomb. Aussie's trying to get past. Ali's nearly in the wall. Alpine Terraz up to 9th place as well. Wow, this is a great race. Ah, this is spectacular. Give us more races like this. So look at Ali. He's got the line to Alpine Terraz for 9th place. Is he going to make a move onto the inside? Nope. Down into 9 and 10. Hairpin time. This is technically turn 10. 11 and 12, the little kicks uphill. Ali gets around the outside. He'll have the DRS. Can he get the run? Look at that further back as well. That's going to Howard passing Aussie. DRS battle now down to turn 13 and 14. That looks... Oh, this is so close. John Toner holding them all up at the moment. Kuja Damari, 1.2 second advantage to Benny Khaled. Mohamed Utas is closing in as well on Benny. That gap being entertaining, but the midfield here seems to be the more exciting part. They're all sticking together so well. Alpine Terraz, can he get close to John Toner? Cut the grass there at the exit as well. Ali Quay all over the back of him. They're starting to leave the others behind a little bit because Igunaha and Cialetti having a battle. One of them wanting to say see you later. We have Ali Quay on team radio, Alpine Terraz on radio, Bertman Reyes on team radio as well. John Baez on radio, Simar Copran 6 on team radio, and Omar Soka on the team radio. There are 6 drivers who have the option to talk to us during the race. You've already heard from Ofar Sokan throughout the day so far. Yellow third sector, something's happened to the hairpin. It's Aussie down, and a 3-second time penalty for Ofar Sokan will to be warning, so he's gone off the track at the same time. Cialetti under pressure as well. Ali Quay's right on the back of Alpine Terraz now. Gunahara, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. This is going to be the factor. They'll all have to serve them in the pit lane, so after they've taken their pit stop, they'll reset the penalty counter to 0, and we'll go from there. That was after the misery of Monaco, the entire field getting penalties in both half of the races, and nobody knowing if the penalties were served in the pit lane or not. Just being told that the Discord link has expired in the group chat, so I'm sure one of our operators will get that to you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hopefully you're enjoying a great e-race today, because I certainly am. I want to move back to the front now at the moment, and this is our new technology we can use that with. We can have a look in just a second, because Ali Quay is right in the back of Alpine Terraz. We'll stay with this battle. And Mohamed Utas, a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pit lane. Over Soko in the pit lane now, so lap 8 of 35. Everyone's starting to come into the pit lane. Who else is going to dive into the pits this lap? Who's going to pit early? Nobody, but Ali Quay sends it round the outside and says thank you very much to Alpine Terraz. That was a spectacular move, but he's not done yet, so the field reorganising as Mohamed Utas into the pit lane, one of the substitute drivers this weekend. Ofar Sokan in the pit, Cialetti also in the pit. They will drop closer to the back than you expect. So Ali Quay's moving up now, and Ali Quay's actually finding positions and tense. He's closing down to John Toner now. Here we go. Nice. Looking to the inside. Ali sends it high side, has the DRS. This will be an overtaking opportunity for sure. John Toner holds the inside eye. Ali Quay goes to the outside. Brilliant. Locks up, goes straight on. But luckily had the move done, so doesn't have to get the place back. It wasn't gaining an advantage. He had the place back at the right time. But a big lockup coming into the hairpin as Benny Kalak has taken the lead in the race. And this is why it's pit lane battles. So, Kuja Damari in, Benny Kalak in. It's up to the pit crew now to do a really super stuff. Manny DeMarco takes the lead, Benny Kalak goes back out. Front wing change on for Kuja Damari Prix as well, and it's held him in the pit lane longer. And this is Burak Yazdi, comes out just behind. Wow, that is close. Super close at the exit. So that's Kuda Tamari. Mani DeMarco now Effecto race leader. This is Benny Kalak. Where's he running at the moment? P3, okay. So the field beginning to get spread out now. As we run into our pit stop window. So who's just pitted now then? I'm looking at my monitor. Benny Kalak is pitted. Mohamed Utas pitted. Kuja Damari passing Callum Bayes, definitely pitted. But that's fresh tyres. Don't count that at all. Fresh tyres do not count for the advantage of this race. As Mani DeMarco comes in after 8 laps. Look at the battle having further back though. Mohamed Utas on fresher tyres taking Alpine right in the background into the braking zone. And that's why, because into the pit lane now comes half of the field. So, Benny Kalak will effectively take the lead of the race from Mohamed Utas. That's how I'm reading the positioning at the moment. The question is, have they got the time? This is John Tona and Mohamed Utas behind. Burak Yazdi, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and he hasn't. He's already served it. He's already served a pit stop, but he'll have to do it again. So keep remembering that one 4 times. Mohamed Utas to the inside, gets through on John Tona, and John Tona's tyre is now gone on the hards. He should be gone further, but Kuda Damari just blasted past him as well. And John Tona going to try and have the advantage into the braking zone, sends it up the inside, forces Kudrek wide. But now they're side by side. But it hasn't paid off, unless they can get in the braking zone. DRS open, pulls to the inside. Is he close enough into the braking zone? Can he send it? Gonna hold it into the braking zone. They're so close to contact. Kudrek stays in front. John Tona holding back. Ali Quay into the pit lane. So he's dropping further down. He'll put the hard tyres on to the end of the race. Brave call. Might just work. Probably will work. This is Burak Yazdi now. Back with the McLaren for some reason. And Aussie has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Once again happening in this race. So the pit lane now reorganising itself. I'm just trying to work out the running order. I would say Benny Kalak leads from Mohamed Utas and Kuda Damari, the top 3. The Haas of Mani DeMarco out breaking himself there to catch up to Burak Yazdi, who's right on the back of John Tona. Had the advantage, just right on board. Watch this, a 3-way battle. He's got the Haas of Mani DeMarco going through, but he'll go through to the pit lane. John Tona's just ahead. Mani DeMarco doesn't go into the pit lane. That was a superb overtake. Oh, and they're all touching really close together now, aren't they? Kuja Damari, a 1:10.937 fastest lap. So that was a wonderful onboard example of how things can go. Oh, and he's touched the front. Can John Tona stay in front? Side by side. Into the braking zone. They're going to make contact for sure. How do they not touch? Burak Yazdi down into 7th. John Tona remains 6th. This battle going to rage on, I believe. Graphics glitched. Into the braking zone. John Tona hasn't pitted yet for new tyres. But probably won't matter overall because he's on the harder compound. Surely I'll have him down the back straight away. Look, he's already trying to go around the outside. Open up the DRS, you'll have the advantage. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Pulls, which way is going to pull to the outside? Breezes past and gets the move complete. Nicely done. And even cut the track a little bit as well. So it's lap 13 of 35. And we're just now, look at this. This is an impressive battle further up the field. Mohamed Utas and Kujan Damari running third and fourth, the two Alpha Terrays at the moment. And they are pushing. They're both on the same strategy. They're both pushing. But Kujek in a position to win this race. You saw, remember how strong he was on the opening lap of this race. And that is Seymour Copan 6, I believe, coming into the pit lane. Benny Calac has just gone into the lead and has already pulled out a 1.3 second advantage in this lap alone. So look how much Seymour Copan 6 is dropping back. He is pitting this lap. But Kujan Damari has DRS on his teammate, but is way too far back to make any sort of lunge into turn 13, 14. Into the pit lane does come Seymour Copan 6. So the two Alpha Terrays go up now. But that was a superb run coming through the last corner, breezing past the wall of champions, pulls to the inside of turn 1. Does he get the advantage? Yes, he does. Kujan Damari versus his teammate nearly making contact. And how did they both get away with that one without severe damage? We swapped back to the Renault for some reason on the monitor. So we just saw that. But Kujan Damari to second. Now we can start wheeling in the 2.6 second advantage that Benny Calac has. There is Benny Calac. Just saw him breeze past through. So we are going to have a team radio now. This is Seymour Copan 6 closing up to Ali Quay. But we have some team radio to fill in for you.
That was a good stint, guys, but unfortunately I just hit my front wing. Big damage, big damage.
Oh, that's not good. So that's why he was so slow on that last run. So Seymour Copan 6 damaged his front wing, had to pit, and now he's going to have a go at passing Ofar Sokan. Gets it through. John Toner has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Ali Quay just ahead of Seymour Copan, who's just received a 3-second time penalty himself for multiple warnings. So first of all, he has a damaged front wing, has to pit and loses a hell of a lot of time. Now he's got a 3-second time penalty, loses even more time. And Ali Quay's internet connection not looking great. As into the pit lane comes Ofar Sokan. We might hear from him in a few laps then. So thanks to that team radio. Oh, here we go, look. As if by magic. For the first time, that's a brilliant move round the outside from Seymour Copan 6. He got the lunge on Ali Quay and went right round the outside. Says thank you very much for that one. Ali's going to try and fight back into the braking zone now. 9, 10, 11's the hairpin. Pulls to the inside. Come on, Ali. Find a way through on Seymour. Heavy on the brakes. Look at the brake discs glowing. Even virtually they got hot. And it's all going to be now the run down the back straightaway that we're watching. Ali has the DRS. He's going to pull in Seymour Copan 6. Look at this. He's getting closer and closer. Quick flick to the inside. No, backs out of it. But gets a lovely straight line through the last chicane. It's going to have him now down the start, finish straight, pulls alongside. Is he going to have the inside? He's going to, oh no, Seymour holds it around the outside. Holds it somehow with some clever late braking. Ali cuts back to the inside. This is amazing racing between the two of them. Renault versus Ferrari. Ali cuts the track just a little bit. Oh, and flicks up a bit of McLaren front wing, it looks like there. That must have been contact from earlier on in the race. Mohamed Utas is up into second place. He's passed Kujan Damari once again. Barek Yasti, a 3-second time penalty. Yellow in the second and third sector. That's just someone getting out of the way. As Ali Antman has a 3-second time penalty as well for multiple warnings. That was a blue flag infringement just in front. That's why the yellows are out. One of the cars just getting out of the way. Well, we have team radio. If we can find it for you, we will give it to you. From Ofar Sokan. We have some radio. And we're going to play it. Here we go.
Damn, mate. I lost the wing.
Oh, he lost the wing as well. Wow. So a wing gone as well for Ofar Sokan. That's why he's dropped so far back. Burt Yazdi into the pit lane. That's Ali Antman crawling round at the back. Wow. This race. You don't know where to go next. Into the pit lane comes the Williams of Aussie. Okay, for some reason it just flicked back to Benny Callagh. That's because he's closing in on Lando Norrie now. So it's lap 17 of 35 here in Montreal, Canada. This is turning to be a great race. Benny Callagh leads the way. Has a 3-second advantage, 3.3 second advantage now at the field. I believe we're just seeing, I just went on the radio, Tucker John, amazing, you got radios, oh my god, I don't think you're in this race, mate. Having one off, but hope to see you back soon. Yep, we've got team radios now. 6 drivers. Ali Quay, Alpine Terrar, Berman Reyes, John Baez, Samuel Copran 6, and Alfar Sokan. There are drivers with team radios. As Cialetti, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now, so everyone's starting to have problems out there on the track. That is, well, actually, if Benny Callagh's at the hairpin, yeah, that's Kuja Damari. I thought there was a battle going on. Kuja Damari going right round the outside of Mohamed Uttas there for second place, and the two Alpha Toure's once again swapping places on the field. So everyone now just settling down. Ali Quay closing behind Simo Copran again. If the computer can get to it, here we go. These are our closest battles on the field right now. Gunahara and Bertman Reyes closing up on each other as well. Lovely glow on these cars as well. The start time just a bit later than what you would normally have. Yeah, we've got a start time a bit later than what we normally have here in Montreal, so we get a lovely setting sun as Maida Marco dropping down. Now that's a pit lane for Mohamed Uttas, so he's going to put the mediums on, and that's why everyone's changing positions left and right. So we were wondering why there was a shift. As Gunahara, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. They're racking them up now. That's going to wreck their second stops. Everyone really going to have a lot of problems now. So we're watching on as Benny Callagh leads the way on lap 19 and 35. Let's flick back further down throughout the field, shall we? And here's Mohamed Uttas, substitute driver this weekend, on a brand new set of medium tyres. Oh, he's in the wall! I don't want to say it. I think you already know it. Commentator's curse. Into the wall. Knocked off the front wing. Have to pit this lap. I'll just hang up now. Sorry. I feel terrible. He's closing in now. Cialetti's coming in. Gunahara has now passed Berman Reyes into the battle zone now. Berman Reyes under pressure for Burt Yazdi now. And Canabez has passed Cialetti, who's, I believe, coming to the pit lane is Mohamed Uttas. Canabez, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So the winner for Monaco, John Baez, out of the running today, isn't he, at the moment? Oh, look at that. That was Berman Reyes closing right out, getting on the grass as well. Had to back out of it. Lando Norrie, blue flag out of the way. Oh, and into the wall. Berman Reyes. Oh, that was Burt Yazdi and Lando Norrie coming together. Well, there was no place to go. There was 4 of them side by side. Lando Norrie on the outside, completely getting out of his way, as he should, for being a back marker, but bang into the wall. Burt Yazdi just got collected with Berman Reyes. It was just spin round left and right, looking no damage as far as I can tell. Oh, there might be actually a bit of suspension, maybe a bit of front wing. Yeah, let's have a look at an off-board angle. Yes, look, front wing damage. They have to pit this lap. They'll destroy the tyres elsewhere, so yeah. Have to change this lap. Absolutely. Well, you join us for racing here. And a yellow out in the third sector, now gone green again, and Bert Yazdi has indeed come into the pit lane. Yeah, we thought he would. And Ovar Sokan, why is he moving around the field a little bit? Cialetti having to defend from him now. Yellow in the first sector. There's something going on here at turn 1. It's John Toner. Something's happened. Cameras can't catch it. Cialetti's down. And that's why Ovar Sokan sent it up the inside. Cialetti. And that was a bit of dramatic. No safety car in this race so far. Not even a virtual safety car. Thank you very much to our drivers for taking the time in the pit stops to get us some team radios. It's very much appreciated. Cialetti closing in on Ovar Sokan once again. Pole sitter drops down to 11th. Bad start. Lost the front wing, as you heard him say. Just plays a factor. Visibly closing down now. So much so he's going to have it. Here he goes. Ovar Sokan on the inside. Did he get the move done? No, because Bowman Reyes is fighting back, pulling to the inside. And that's why Bowman Reyes straight off to the pit lane along with John Toner. Ovar Sokan now moves up in stature. Into the points. P9, Cialetti P10 in the points. So they've got long on the mediums now. They're going to have to pit soon. Soft tyres end of the race. If safety car, yeah. Ali Quay trying the hard strategy. Maybe it's just a bit too long for that. A safety car would benefit him. Seems like Open 6 might have just got that advantage to have the run to the end of the race on 8-lap old tyres compared to Ali Quay's 11. A safety car would probably help Ali at this point. In fact, I'm almost certain of it, yeah. It would help. And everyone's being so well behaved today. We've had a few penalties, but I mean well behaved in terms of the fact that nobody's actually gone crashing into the wall and damaging their car and kicking out of the race. It's very unusual for Montreal. I'm surprised the Wall of Champions hasn't had anybody either. And that is Manny DeMarco getting through on Marco Pan 6, and this is why, because into the pit lane comes Gunahara and Alpanituar. So that wasn't a change for overall position, it's just the pit lane stature changing them. Ali Quay joining the battle now. From Marco Pan 6 and Manny DeMarco. This is for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Mohamed Utas, 1:10.590 on the soft compounds in the Alpha Touray. Fastest lap. It's lap 24 of 35 here for the BBBRacing1 European Series, the 9th round of the season here at Montreal, Canada. Benny Calac is leading the way from Cujo Damari by 2.6 seconds. Manny DeMarco, Sima Copran 6 and Ali Quay involved in the final podium scoring position in a battle. This is a wonderful situation we're finding ourselves in now. It's gotten the feeling like Monaco, a late safety car threw out interest. Next week, oh, Cialetti, 3-second time penalty. Yep, that's going to be even more down the order. Yashan Iyameaz into the pit lane from 15th. Under Nori in the pit lane as well. Oh, what a fantastic camera angle. From Sima Copan 6. I haven't seen that one for a long, long time. Has Benny Calac made a mistake somewhere on the track? Because if you look, if you cut back, Kuda Damari on those soft compound tyres, and Benny Calac has pitted for mediums. Kuja Damari on the softs now to the end of the race. They had that option. Ronnie DiMarco's gone to mediums as well on that last lap. But this Benny Callagh and Kuja Damari, mediums too. Yeah, so they're going to have the advantage. They've stopped without me seeing on the monitor. As Alpine has passed Canambeas but gets a 3-second time penalty for going off the track. So that would have cost him big time. Spin up! Is that Ali Antman? It can't be John Toner because there's no one in front. It is Ali Antman. The McLaren's round, but it's got back going again. So, Kuja Damari is now 1.4 seconds off the race lead of Benny Callagh. After that, he's on quicker tyres. He's on the C5 tyres of the softs. Benny Callagh is on the C4s of the mediums. So time's very much going to be a factor of who's got the heavier right foot. Having a look further down the order. Yeah, Cialetti and Bertman Reyes having a battle. Come on, come on, come on, camera. There we go. We need a director. Bertman Reyes holding off from Cialetti. Cialetti going to the inside, gets the move done. They come together. Look at Cialetti having the car control. Bertman Reyes now will have to defend. Cialetti will have the DRS. Which way is he going to go? Which way? Which way? Which way? Bertman puts the car in the middle of the track. Cialetti goes to the outside. They're going to hit again. Cialetti cut the wall. Lando Norrie joining in, but he's further back. I think, yeah, Lando's out of it for battles. Guadalajara has a 3-second time penalty. Cialetti has passed Bertman Reyes. Bertman's coming back in though, over 13th place. Kuja Damari's closing up on the leader. Kuja Damari's closing up on the leader. Let's cut back quick. There you go. Fast. 8 tenths now the gap. Benny Callagh on the mediums, Kuja Damari on the softs. Same tyre life, but Kujax is going to be faster, but will last a shorter period of time. Benny will be slower until Kujak's tyres have gone, then Benny will be faster. It's very weird to work out, but basically the softs will go off quicker than Benny's mediums. And with such, well, yeah, was it 7 laps to go still? Yeah, they've got a long, long time. So, mine when he's on Benny Callagh. But Kuja Damari is closing in. No time penalties as far as I know applying to these two. Aussie has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Well, that was predicted. I think that's multiple he's got now. Now, any time penalty these two had would have been served in the last pit stop, so this is a battle for the win now. Unless we're going to have a Sebastian Vettel situation where post-race we get a time penalty. And somehow, somewhere, Lewis Hamilton will end up winning this race. Benny Callagh leading the way. 6 tenths now, and the setting sun of the Ile Notre Dame on the St. Lawrence Seaway on a man-made island. This is the battle as we approach the casino. 7 tenths the gap now. Ali Quay's coming into the pit lane as Ali Antman has a 5-second time penalty. Cut back to Lando Norrie in the wall. Well, that was predicted. 4 tenths the gap now. The leader's approaching the yellow flag zone. Kujak's coming. He's coming. He's hungry. Pulls to the inside. Late on the brakes. Benny's having to defend. Oh, this is getting so tasty. Which way? Benny Callagh, look, internet issues compared to Kuja Damari. Kujak's backed off a lot here, but look at it, he's getting it back in the toe. Oh, superb corner from the both. 3-second time penalty for Ali Antman. Multiple warnings. Here we go. Pass for the lead. Kujak knocking to the outside. Into turn 1. Becomes the inside. So close to knocking off the front wing. The battle is on. The race is on. The tension is on. CMA Copran 6. Time penalty 3 seconds. Multiple warnings. This is the battle for the race win, though. We have 2 team radios coming your way. Can't play them at the moment. Well, we can, and we are going to. As we watch the battle for the lead raging on. We'll first off start off just in a second, because we're approaching the end of the run where we might have some overtaking. Into the hairpin. No. Down the back straightaway towards the braking zone. In the DRS. I think he's a bit too far back for any sort of manoeuvre this lap around. Let's hear from Ali Quay.
I'm coming in for the softs and hope there's a safety car.
Guys,
Yeah, so that's Ali Quay coming into the pit lane and hoping for some soft tyres and hoping that a safety car comes out. That's a good strategy, actually. Let's hear from Ofar Sokan in the battle for this race so far today. That's all he had to say. Presumably because he's fallen down now to 15th place. So the battle for second still on. And actually, we have another bit of radio for you in just a second, as Benny Callach is compromised coming into the hairpin. And that's going to give the advantage down the back straightaway now. We have a radio from Seameyer Copran 6. That last one you heard was from Ofar Sokan. Kujak's not going to make the move into this part of the track as far as I know. It's too far back. He has the DRS, but turn 1 hasn't been his friend so far today. No, way too far back. Way too far back. Said radio now from Seameyer Copran 6.
Guys, my tires are going off now. 50%.
Oh my.
I don't know if I can go until the end with these tires.
So we heard that again, and the team radios keep playing back on us, but that was Seameyer Copran 6 saying those tyres at 50%. He's done 17 laps on those hard. Doesn't know if he can get to the end of the race, and it's compromising. Like Ali Quay now fighting with Alpine Terra. We're sticking with the battle for the lead at the moment. Everyone now getting so close together on the field. Everyone desperately wanting to have battles. The race so strong. Gunahara 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings as Mohamed Uttas now has passed Alpine Terra as well. So Ali Quay's up to 5th place now, going to start changing back down. But is Kuja Damari any closer to passing Benny Callach? Another time penalty for Ali Antman to get black flagged soon. Yellow in the second sector. That was, well, actually, what's happening there? It's Ali and Yakman in the wall as well. Someone's off in the second sector. That's brought out a yellow. It might bring out a virtual safety car. More drama at the hairpin. We have to stay with the leaders in case there's an overtake. It's getting so close now in the closing stages of this race. I tell you what, you've got to be so quick with these team radios because they're coming thick and fast now at the end of this race. John Turner's in now. He's into the pit lane. We'll have more post-race for you. Wow, this is getting close now. We're coming to that stage of the track again. Alpine Terra has passed Mohamed Uttas for 6th place. Ali's beginning to close in. The 18-lap-old hard tyres of Seameyer Copran 6. And look at that, he nursed the back of Benny Callach. And that was Kuja Damari just saying, hello, Benny, I'm here. Yellow second sector. We've got a spinner at the hairpin. It's gone green now. Yellow all the way down now. Ali Antman made contact with Lando Nori. Open up the DRS again. Is Kuja Damari anywhere closer to getting past Benny Callach? Lap 33 of 55 of the Canadian Grand Prix for the BBB European Series. And this is the battle for the lead. Benny Callach versus Kuja Damari. Kuja Damari often shows pace early on in the race, then falls back if there's a safety car, and often gets disqualified or out of the race. Today, though, he's brought his A game, and he is really battling. Traffic now going to play a factor in the last 2 laps of this race. I can't watch, but I've got to watch. This is so tense. Benny Callagh going to extend his championship lead over Ali Quay at the moment. Runaway championship leader, but it's a question of can he beat Newton for race victories? This has got all the hallmarks of 2011 when Sebastian Vettel was being hunted down by Jenson Button. It was the last lap where Sebastian made a very rare mistake and Jenson went through. Are we in for the same today? The McLaren nearly costing Cujo De Mario a race win there. We're going to have to cut our board. We can't see what's going on. Cialetti has separated the top 2 now. 1.3 seconds. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. We want to see running between the 2 leaders. Cialetti, move over. You can hear Kujek saying. Oh, and Cialetti's so slow. He's deliberately holding him up now. Well, that's 2 seconds as John Turner has a 3-second time penalty. Well, this is silly. Blue flags have got to apply. And I can just hear Kujek Damari screaming in his headset going, what are you doing? There'll be some post-race words after this one. And he spun! And he's into the wall! And he's knocked off his front wing! And that was all because Cialetti wouldn't get out of the way. He compromised the tyre temperature. He's damaged the front wing. And that is Benny Callagh surely going to be race victor today. 8-second advantage. But now can Manny DeMarco close in on Kujek Damari? It seems unlikely. But the back half of this field compromising with the race results. Surely that's got to be looked at. How can that be right? My goodness me. We've got radio now coming from Ali Quay. I hope you can see that, because I certainly couldn't, but we've got radio now coming from Ali Quay.
Emir has no pace. I can actually catch him.
Seema has no pace. Ali says he can actually catch him. So this will be interesting. What's the gap? 6 seconds. We'll watch that one with interest. Battle rages on. We'll keep an eye on that monitor. And Kujek Damari now very much into pressure. He's battling, I believe, with Jagman. Well, who would have thought it, eh? It was coming to the last few corners, but it was a mistake from the midfield as Canabeas goes through. Benny has done it again. Out of the last corner, he can afford to show off. Benny Callagh takes the checkered flag and wins in Montreal. That was a masterclass. But he was pressured all the way throughout in today's race by this man, Kujek Damari, who holds off for 2nd place. Cialetti, a 5-second time penalty for unserved. Yeah, well, it should be black flag if you ask me. Manny DeMarco gets 3rd. 4th across the line should be Seema Kopran 6. Half the field taking the checkered flag. Did Ali Quay manage to catch him? No. Seema Kopran 6 stays in 4th place. Ali Quay will take 5th here in Montreal. A great fight back from him. But it is this man, Benny Callagh, who wins in Montreal, Canada. But I think the driver of the day for me is Kujek Damari. Wow. We have a message now on the radio from our race winner of Benny Callagh.
Yes, P1, yes.
Ali Quay got driver of the day on the radio. Let's just see this once again. This is from our race winner.
Yes, P1, yes.
That was from Benny Callagh. Dancing on the radio. Well done to you, Benny. Great race again today. He's on the top step of the podium. Kujek Damari in 2nd place and Manny DeMarco in 3rd. What a race. That, surely, race of the season. Maybe more. This is only the 9th round. We've got so long to go. Benny Cadillac wins from Cujo Damari, who did get a 5-second time penalty, though. The 6 seconds added on. So it's still Benny Cadillac, it's still Cujo Damari and Manny DeMarco. Ali Quay and Ali Quay promoted to 4th ahead of Sima Copan 6. So that was the penalty. Mohamed Utas, Canan Bayes, Alpine Tarar, Beret Yazdi, Gunahara, Berman Reyes, Ofar Sokan. And I'm just being informed in my ear as well that we have more radio. But still, Benny Cadillac and Cujo Damari did have penalties and luckily held through in today's race. Well, what drama! I believe we have another message now from Alpinator R. So we'll hear from him now before we go off air. Let's hear from Alpinator R, please.
It's P8, guys. Thanks for racing. It's P8, guys. Thanks for racing.
P8, thanks for racing. Well, I think that sums it up perfectly. What a race today has been here in Montreal, Canada. Absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels and stay tuned for more esport racing coming soon. We're back next Monday, same time, same place for the French Grand Prix. And also on Sunday, we'll be back with a new esport league as well to take through. It's going to be fantastic here. Stay tuned because we are going to have fun here. It's all kicking off. I'll leave you, I think, with what our race winner said. I think it's poignant that we end from Benny Cadillac. Good night, everybody.
Yes, 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 yes. P1. Yes. Yes.